My name is
One, two, three.
Hi, my name is Rob Adalik. I'm the owner of Niagara Kung Fu Academy, and I've been with this group for I think in between 4 or 5 years this time. When I first started, my monthly gross was trying to poke up about 10,000 a month, and now that I've been with the group for a while now, we're easily over around 35,000. And this month we hit 37,000 a month, and we aim at keeping that and going up from there. When we first started the group, some of the concerns were that a lot of this stuff wouldn't transfer over to our art, because we had taught Kung Fu, and a lot of the guys in the group were teaching either Brazilian jiu-jitsu or taekwondo, and we thought it wouldn't be transferring over, even though we were told it wouldn't make a difference. And it turned out it wasn't. The only problems there were kind of in our own hang-ups. Once we got over those and realized that we're all committed to teaching a high level of martial art, everything transferred over just fine. And it worked out really well, and it added to the quality of our program and the student value as well. Not only that, now we can market with a lot more confidence because we know that our program really delivers. One thing, 5 years ago, we were always kind of unsure of the marketing because we had pretty good student quality, but it still wasn't as good as it could be. And now it's fantastic. Now our students were turning out black belt. There's a really high quality, way better than we had 5 years ago.
And how about the character development program that you implemented that you tied into your program? What kind of effect did that have?
One of the ways we got such a huge increase on our student value is adding in all the character development pieces of the puzzle, which there's a lot of different moving pieces there. But once you get those in, you see real tangible results that are important to students, but also parents. When we see our students start to make really important and massive changes in their lifestyle, that really affects what we do. It makes us more proud of our program. When you see the kids not only being better physically, they're in good shape, but they're being more confident. You're seeing noticeable results in their confidence at school and at home and with their friends. You're also seeing noticeable, tangible results in their discipline as well. That's a huge difference.
And what were your concerns when you first started? Some people hesitate. I don't know if this is for me. What was your main concern? About your objection, or you had to think over, what was going to make the difference between joining or not joining?
When we first started, the two concerns we really had was one that I mentioned, that the style, the things wouldn't transfer over to our style and our school's culture. And once we got started, it wasn't really an issue. We just had to, kind of put our ego on the side and pull the trigger on a lot of this stuff and see that it was all useful stuff, and it didn't do anything to bring the quality of our student body down, and it didn't do anything to affect the culture negatively. It all added to the culture. The other concern we had too, when we came in, our billing was really low, our gross was really low, so the investment was kind of had us worried at first too. But within the first month or two, we saw noticeable results right away, and the program is already covered, paid for itself many times over.
And you're in Canada, so what would you say to somebody that's from Canada, and of course we're from the U.S., and how does the difference between the U.S. and the Canada, how does that make any difference, or what kind of a difference, or what kind of concern did you think about that?
Being one of the Canadian members, again, that was a little bit of a hesitation at first, thinking that a lot of these concepts, because it's a different country, even though we're pretty close, there would be cultural differences. But once we got into it, we saw that met other Canadian members as well, and the ones that were performing really well were just following the same kind of system and getting really good results. The ones that weren't getting good results are the ones that kept making that excuse, well, this won't work in this country because of this and this, and they're really all just silly little hang-ups that we have in our own mind. But the stuff transfers over. It's pretty easy. Just apply it, and then you get the results.
Okay, thanks, Rob.